Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host here. It is Team Right. Listeners, how are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday's edition? I'm doing very well. For myself, it is not that bad outside. I think it'll reach up to 50s today. But I heard tonight is going to drop. Typical. But anywho, let me discuss for you wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of interesting topics to discuss for you. So sit back, relax, be your feet up, grab some meat, grab something to drink. Now, if you don't do that part, maybe you want to chill like a villain and hear my thoughts and opinions in a certain matter, and the article will be down below. Let's roll it. Okay, have some more news about Kenny Omega. A lot of you love this guy. Some of you out there on social media cannot stand him because he's garbage. That's what I hear from other comments on social media. But anywho, there are two companies are in mind that he might sign. Number one, he might sign with the WWE, or he might sign with AEW. Okay, there are two options he wants to sign. Okay, I could be totally wrong. Okay, Kenny Omega has some good options, and the reporters did everything they could to bring him into the company. There are a lot of people among Omega could wrestle in WWE, but it looked like he might have other plans. Sorry, Vince, it looks like it's not gonna happen. There were some people thinking that Kenny Omega could be at the Royal Rumble as a surprising number, However, that doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, Omega is said to be going to another direction from WWE. Wow. Or this might be a huge 180, and he will be at the Royal Rumble, a surprise entrance. We'll find out. You can't believe all these stuff on the internet, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace. I'm just kidding about MySpace. So, if this is the case, if he's not gonna join the league, if he's not gonna sign with the league, in my opinion, that is a huge loss, because he's very, very successful in independent scene. Now, if the league did manage to sign him, that would be a very great deal, especially if you follow Kenny Omega since when he first started his career. I don't know what company he started with, probably some independent scene company. I don't know what it was, but can you just imagine if he did sign with the league? That place, in my opinion, will go bonkers. Okay, forget CM Punk. You got Kenny Omega took over the place, his spot. But maybe eventually he will join the league because he got face. There's a lot of guys he got face. He got face Seth freaking Rollins. That's a match he wants at freaking WrestleMania, bar none. He could face Roman Reigns. Who wants to see that match? He could face Finn Balor, Dean Ambrose. Maybe Y2J could come back and they could have a match. There's a lot of opportunity because Y2J and Kenny Omega have a lot of history, okay? So, that makes perfect sense. Maybe that's why he's not gonna go with the Elite, because maybe the Elite's not gonna give him that match. He wants to face Seth freaking Rollins. That'd be a good match. Both guys came from an independent scene. And of course, Seth Rollins is very popular, very famous. He's selling merchandise like crazy. So maybe, just maybe, This whole Kenny Omega thing about WWE, it's all a bunch of hoopla. It's a bunch of WWE might give us a curveball. It says, wait a minute, I thought he's not gonna sign with WWE, and he did. Or maybe he's gonna make this one appearance at the Royal Rumble, and that's it. We'll find out. When it gets closer. You can't believe all these rumors. You can't believe what people say on Twitter. You can't believe what he had to say on Instagram or whatever. He could just fool everybody and just gonna join WWE, But I don't think WWE is his first stop. It's gonna be the other company. It's gonna be AEW. I never heard of that company before. I think it's ROH. I don't call it, but don't judge me. Anyway, do you think this is a huge loss for WWE if he don't sign? It doesn't look like he's gonna go in that direction. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification, hit the subscribe. Let me know what you think about the article, but don't shoot the messenger. You can complain all you want about the article. Have a good one, and I'll be back sometime tonight.